Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant, said Robert Louis Stevenson. This quote encapsulates the astounding belief of a remarkable lady whose unwavering determination and resolute strength translated a dream called Lotus Valley into a temple of learning. She is a strong advocate of critical thinking and believes that it should be promoted since childhood and parents alike. We take great pleasure in inviting on board our school principal, Anita Malhotra, ma'am, to render the welcome address for the second edition of the Learners Conclave 2019. After witnessing a very efficacious opening edition, we believe with full assurance that Lotus Valley would astound again. Under her leadership and impeccable command, the school won India's prestigious Jury Award for Innovative Leadership in a survey conducted by Education Today. Ma'am was also felicitated and celebrated amongst the 50 most effective principals of 2019. The school has been ranked Best Campus Architecture and Design according to Education World India School Ranking 2019-20. On that note, may we please call upon Principal Ma'am to address the August gathering.
A bright morning to all our special guests, students, teachers, all the children who've come from the prestigious schools of Delhi NCR. I extend my heartfelt gratitude for the effervescent participation of each and every member present here at the second edition of the Learners Conclave 2019, Imagining the World. I'm confident that this unique and enriching learning opportunity will go a long way in adding to your repertoire of knowledge, besides strengthening diverse skills. As we celebrate 150 glorious years of the Father of Nation, his message for being the change you wish to see in the world resonates loud and clear and is more relevant than ever before. Today's event marks the presence of the most celebrated guests from different walks of life. Eminent educationists, sports stars, diplomats, actors, artists, journalists, designers will all be present here and are present here to share a common platform with almost 500 dynamic leaders. I take this opportunity to extend a heartwarming welcome to the lady who has set an example with her exemplary achievements, Mrs. Anita Karwal. The dynamic chairperson, CBSE. She belongs to the IS batch of 1988, the era when not very many people explored this terrain and surpassed all challenges to achieve what she aspired for. Before joining CBSE, Mrs. Karwal was the Additional Secretary of the Human Resource Development Ministry and was also the Gujarat's Chief Electoral Officer during the 2014 Lok Sabha elections. Under her venerated leadership, she brought out a record voter turnout in the 2012 Assembly elections and the 2014 parliamentary elections. Despite many accolades to her credit, Mrs. Karwal maintains a humble and a very self-effacing demeanor. Anita ji, with the growing pressure of board examinations and the same time of the year when stress levels in students are at its peak, who can be better than you to address the youngsters? Your valuable suggestions and in-depth understanding of the system will definitely guide our youth for the better and brighter future. I can't thank you enough for gracing the event with your industrious and buoyant presence. I know you're a very, very busy person, and I know you are hard-pressed for time, but I really can't thank you enough for being here with us. I heartily welcome the ambassador, Dr. Deepak Vohra, whose charismatic presence and effervescent personality irradiates positive energy, a special advisor to the Prime Minister Lesotho and Guinea-Bissau, and to Ladakh Autonomous, Hill Development Councils, Kargil and Leh, an alma mater of St. Stephen's, and a multi-linguist. Children, I hope you all know he can speak 12 different languages. Dr. Vohra holds an outstanding track record in academics, first in school, first in college, first among the men in the Indian Foreign Service, first in the training program at the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration and at the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. Well, securing first position seems to be Dr. Vohra's habit. Among India's most loved television figures of his time, his era, he surely knows how to turn the hands of the clock to his side and live life king size. Thank you, Dr. Vohra, for joining us. I take this wonderful opportunity to welcome my friend, my philosopher and my guide, our illustrious patron and mentor, Padma Bhushan awardee, Dr. Shyama Chona. She's a family member. One of the most highly decorated educationists of our country. It would be rightful to define her as an iron lady with a compassionate heart, and that too of gold. I have known her for years, might be about 38 years or so, and believe you me, every second spent with her is a learning. Age is just a number for her, from giving parenting tips to the young parents, to sharing a joke with her friends and family, to playing a game of badminton, lawn tennis with her grandchildren, her daughter Tamanna, you name it and she does it. Dear Dr. Chona, your presence in any gathering is a blessing, and we consider ourselves extremely, extremely fortunate to have you as our mentor. We have with us Mrs. Humra Qureshi, an illustrious author, a journalist, and member of the School Advisory Board. Last but not the least, a heartwarming welcome to the most elegant and natural beauties, our gorgeous members of the Managing Committee, Mrs. Surina and Mrs. Jaspreet. Their work speaks volumes, while their silent participation in every area of schoolwork has made the school what it is today. Accompanying them is our youngest member of the Advisory Board, a Toronto University graduate, Damandeep. Reminiscing the time when he was a young boy, studying at DPS Vasant Vihar. He was one of my students when I was heading DPS Vasant Vihar, probably 20 years ago. There was always a glint in his eye and aspirations to soar high. And today I see the young man with fire in his belly and all set to create new trends in the field of education. We also have with us amidst the Golden Star and the World Education Conclave awardee for career counseling, Mr. Abhishek Gupta, along with his wife, Divya. I had my fellow principals here a while ago, Mrs. Aditi Mishra, Principal Sector 45, and Ruchi Seth, Principal Lotus Valley, Noida, and I still have Indu Yadav, Principal Noida Extension, and I can't thank them enough to have joined us for this conclave. I also have Mrs. Soumya Gulati, Principal Bluebells, Gurgaon. Thank you, Mrs. Ruchi Joshi, the Vice Principal, and the two headmistresses. Ruchi Joshi has worked hard to coordinate today's event, and I can't thank her enough. The Learners Conclave 2019 provides a stage for direct and collaborative scenario which delves into contemporary critical thinking, review historical moments, envision future developments, thereby providing the perfect opportunity for today's youth to be the change and embark on a renewed search into renewed notions of agency, action, and freedom. Through this medium, we endeavor to strengthen critical thinking, engender modernization, foster social consciousness, and promote global collaboration. The two-day event will serve as a comprehensive overview of strategies in various domains, the area of events, what if, historical role play, monologue grand slam, Jal Shakti, water warriors, Vision 2050, the uncharted domains, icons of the new gen, the universal voice, the voice within, clash of titans, winds of change, the entire affair are initiatives from our end to build awareness among the masses by providing this platform to deliberate on such pertinent topics. Each and every session, Mrs. Karwal aims at maneuvering the learning outcomes with a broadened horizon and a fresh panoramic view. The forthcoming session after the lunch break will be further enriching with the presence of distinguished and acclaimed personalities, renowned fashion designer, Payal Jain, much admired celebrity chef, Mr. Kunal Kapoor, followed by an inspirational and breathtaking talk on the new world by the ambassador, Dr. Deepak Bohra. And I believe I've just got to understand and know that Kapil Dev has arrived. They too will witness the presence of the celebrated actor and politician Shatrughan Sinha, the Khel Ratna Padma Shri and Arjuna awardee Paralympian Dr. Deepa Malik, and the cricket icon Padma Shri and Arjuna awardee, the First Lady cricketer Anjum Chopra, the national awardee Tamanna Chona, and the Sufi singer Sonam Kalra and Manika Raikwar, the managing director NDTV 24/7. I would like to conclude by extending my gratitude to Mrs. Karwal for coming over and for her benign presence. Without further ado, please allow me to invite Dr. Shyama Chona to share her invigorating thoughts with the youth of today. Thank you and Jai Hind.